Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website. That's channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. Just log on to m.channelstv.com to do that. Or you can download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from their respective stores. Having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have the eyewitness feature, so you too can be a part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to share those pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. In Bayelsa State, the anti-corruption drive of the state government appears to be producing results with a reduction in the monthly wage bill. Governor Siriake Dixon, who announced this at the Government House, promised public servants that genuine and hardworking workers have nothing to fear over the state's collaboration with the ICPC.
I think the waterway is relatively safe, but it is not safe to the extent I will say it's 100% safe, because I know the military, the naval and the police, marine are doing a lot of dynamics into play to ensure that the waterway is safe. Because for a start, nightlife is back to Bayelsa. The clubs are back. People are really going about freely. And to sustain this tempo, we've intensified our visibility policing. We make sure that, especially during the weekend, that we flood the whole streets, the whole place with policemen, so that they will be very visible and very responsive. The same thing with our response time. We've practically reduced our response time in issues where crime is related. You can call our control room, you can call any of our patrol men and the safer highway men. You will find out that the response time is very, very minimal. I might not say it's within the range of 5-10, but it's really, really very minimal.
Well, that was the Bayelsa State Police Command talking about the reduction of the crime rate in the state. Let's move on to elsewhere now. Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose says the position of the state government regarding the operations and location of petrol stations in the state remains unchanged. This is just as the petroleum marketers in the state called off their strike. The governor has also ordered government's acquisition of some filling stations sited within residential areas. The Oil Marketers Union in Ekiti State had on Monday addressed a news conference informing the public of the withdrawal of their services over the new policies of the state government to ensure that all filling stations across the state are recertified and those within residential shut.
In the event of an accident, what do I say to the parents of the pupils here? Explain to. And I said the reason why I was elected was to make sure that these people are protected. You recall I said during the S-men's attack on Ekiti, I took a very firm position. Again, on this issue of siting filling station, I will not allow people to be killed as a result of the gains, selfish gains of a few.
He says the state government is reviewing its existing laws on forestry to strengthen them and recommend stricter punishment for illegal operators in the state.
We have 9 forest reserves in Ogun State, and out of the 9 is almost about 7 have been degraded to about 5% of its original size. We planted over 500,000 seedlings last year, and this year.
The Imo State government has released the sum of R1 billion for the empowerment of over 1,000 women who are into micro, small and medium-scale businesses in the state, presenting the checks to the beneficiaries at the Imo International Conference Center in the state capital. The state governor, Rochas Okorocha, says the gesture is in line with his campaign promises to improve the state's economy.
The International Conference Center in Owerri, the Imo State capital, is filled with indigenes of the state, especially women, who are the beneficiaries of the empowerment scheme initiated by the Imo State government. The empowerment program specifically targets women involved in micro, small and medium-scale businesses, and through the state's microfinance bank, the women get a revolving loan with the barest minimal interest rate aimed at helping them in their different businesses. The wife of the governor, Nkechi Rochas, is excited about the development. She says that the choice of women by the state government is very strategic.
If we must have an enviable state for Imo State, then the woman must be taken into consideration. Because once the woman has gotten it right, the family will get it right, the community, the state, Nigeria as a whole will get it right.
After the presentation of the checks of 100,000 naira each to the first set of beneficiaries, the Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha promises to continue the initiative, which he says is a part of the fulfillment of his campaign promises to the women in the state.
Ranging from the free education, to infrastructure development, to security, to urban renewal, and health sector tourism. There's no aspect of human development for which this government has not touched. We do so like this, they provide the space for us in millions of years to come.
Some of the beneficiaries thanked the government for the kind gesture and promised to ensure proper utilization of the funds.
I will put it in my business, and I've assured her that I'm going to make something out of it.
350 women have been chosen to be beneficiaries in the first batch of the empowerment program, with 10 each selected from each of the 305 wards in the state.
When news across Nigeria returns, the Delta State government moves to improve rice production in the state. We'll give you that in a moment. Please stay with us.